It's a great pleasure to be here again, to see lots of you again. Some of you, we are like only seeing each other like year by year. Some of known faces, people that we talk through video calls, and it's a great pleasure. I think that to me, Devcon is my favorite event in the year, and it's an honor to be here. In the first presentations here at this very same stage, Marco, Brian, they talked a little bit about the past, and they also talked a little bit about the future. But now, I would like to talk to you a little bit about the present. We know that we have launched Liferay Object in about 4 years. But not necessarily we launch it to our customers. We start developing it, we start testing it internally, and we start trying things out, and then we launch it to you guys, and then customers start trying it. As Annie said, we start asking you out, hey, did you try Liferay Object? Did you try this? We all know, we all have heard about low code, no code. This is a famous expression, no? This is a famous approach that it is the future of the development of applications now. But how Liferay is using and is creating this? And furthermore, how are our customers using Liferay low code and no code capabilities? I would like to present you today 3 examples for the present about how our current customers, 3 of our customers around the globe, are using one of the most powerful capabilities that Liferay has launched, which is Liferay Object, to create low-code applications. And as you might know, or as you should know, it is all integrated to the Liferay core frameworks. Let's take a trip to Asia. I've never been in Asia. It is like in my trip list, one of the places that I wanted to go. But the first example, we start here, or it starts there in Asia. And it is a low-code application it was used to create an online freight service. And it was created by our Yusen logistics customers. Yusen is a company, an Asian company that was founded back in 1955. It is a global supply chain logistics company that provides ocean and air freight to forward and warehousing and distribution services to a lot of customers. But those are not regular customers like me and you. They have a very complex scenario. They deal with not only freight, but they deal with complex warehousing, logistics, contracts, documents, things that I didn't know before I get in touch with them. When I saw this picture, I realized how complex this scenario is. They had to deal not only with air and ocean freight, but also their customers, which are other companies, hire them or contract Yusen to take what they produce in cargoes and just ship it. But they need Yusen to take their cargo, to transport the cargo, and to deal with inventory management, warehousing, documents, custom clearancing, legal stuff, all of these things. They don't want to care with all of this. They want to Yusen to take care of this. This is complicated. Yusen has a link between Japan, Asia, Europe, Americas. They have a very complex system, and they offer this to other companies. And what do Yusen customers expect? They want to quote fast. They don't want to submit some forms, some information about what do they want to ship and wait for an email or wait for a phone call to get a quote. They need it fast. They also wanted to understand where is their cargo instantaneously, what is happening with the cargo. They want to know what is happening. They want to get notifications about where it is. And also, they don't want to have to deal with paper. They want to like a way of submitting all of the documentations that they need because it's complex, so all of these systems. And they want to get notified if, is there anything wrong with this documentation? Am I missing something? Is there anything wrong with this document that I've submitted? And they want it all in one single place. And it led Yusen to create an application called Yusen Vantage Focus. This application was created on top of Liferay using our low-code, no-code framework, Liferay object. And it's basically divided into 3 pieces: quote, book, and track. The first part of it, which is the quote part, basically customers can submit a form. It's an object that basically take the information of what the customers need to ship, and it leverages all of the APIs that you know that when you create an object, it creates for you out of the box, and it triggers actions to connect to a lot of carriers, and then it takes a quotation for the customers based on the submitted, based on the filled information, and it gets to the customers instantaneous quotations from different carriers. And customers can decide what do they want to take. And it gets maybe a mix between only air freight, ocean freight, or a combination between them two. Headless APIs, out of the box. The people, the developers creating these applications, they didn't need to create APIs. They didn't need to use Service Builder, no. It was only using low code and no code. All of these out of the box. The second part of it, book. When they decided to book a shipment, again, they can manage all of the documentation needed. They can put all of the information, it all on a single place. And of course, it is all linked with the out-of-the-box frameworks regarding permissions, regarding templates, regarding styling, and it all creates an entry of the object entries of the tables that are created out of the box for this. And they can understand, they can book, it's simple, and it can trigger actions for notifications. It can trigger actions for other internal systems that this company has. And again, it was created totally out of the box. And the third part of it, international tracking. Whenever this object which is created when a shipment is submitted, when the shipment is created, which is an object entry, gets any notification when its status is changed, a notification is sent to the object, to the user that owns this object entry. And it can be sent to an email. And then the owner, the user gets notified about what is happening to its cargo. And it's simple. The user doesn't have to be there watching the screen all the time. They can know what is happening, and then they can be satisfied. And again, the developers didn't need to develop all of this logic. They just needed to create the template. What do they want in the email? The fields that are just available out of the box to be put in the template, and that was it. As simple as that. Let's see a video about this application working.
Are you still wasting time seeking suitable shipment options and comparing quotations one by one? Do you still prepare paper forms and then wait for phone responses? YusenLogistics.com provides you with a fast, simple, and clear solution with a team of supply chain experts and a state-of-the-art system called Yusen Vantage Focus, providing instant quotations, simple booking, and international tracking services. Yusen Vantage Focus is fast. Quickly receive a competitive quote, anytime, anywhere. Simple. Input key information and submit the booking in just a few steps. clear. Easily monitor your shipment details with our real-time tracking system. Use Yusen Vantage Focus for your next shipment. Fast, simple, clear. Yusen Logistics. Insight into action.
That was it. It was all created using Liferay objects. Another example of the present. Low code to create a ticket system. Let's get the plane back here to Hero. And this time, let's go to Spain. The Hospital of Sabadell, the Parque Taulí Hospital in the city of Sabadell. This is a hospital created in 1986, and it has an internet system that has been in place for 20 years, more or less. And they decided that they needed a digital transformation in the system. It has been used for a lot of its employees. And basically, the employees needed a place to submit tickets. It's not regarding patients' data, sensitive like data, health data, but employees needed a place to tell that they need a new equipment, that they need to submit some HR request, they need something from marketing department of the hospital, basically for internal employees to submit something or some requests to other departments, to other hospital internal departments. So they decided they have Liferay now, and they decided to create an application on the top of Liferay objects. Again, what do the users need? They needed a ticket system. They need quick access to functionality. Time for them is crucial. In the hospital live, like they don't have time. They are very busy and they need to go to the other activities there. So they said that, okay, we don't have time to be there in the computer. We need something that is fast, that is very strict to the point. We need something that's very quickly. We need centralization, one single application that can bear everything in a single point. And we need to get notified whenever this ticket is changed, whenever the status is changed. We need it. And again, permission is a big deal because for them, one ticket can be assigned to a person and then it can be reassigned to other person. And sometimes different departments can deal with a same ticket. So it needed to be thought about how to accomplish this. It all starts here with the intranet homepage for Parque Taulí Hospital. And then the employees can start creating a ticket and defining what is the type of ticket. It is a ticket for HR, it is a ticket for IT, it is a ticket for which department. And based on this, the right department employees will receive a list of tickets available for them to get assigned to these tickets or even to close or to delete the tickets. And all of these screens, they were created using Liferay out-of-the-box capabilities. ADTs, displayed page templates, fragments, objects, leveraging the REST client objects to use the APIs to get what they need inside the templating capabilities of Liferay, and then creating these pages. It's only out-of-the-box Liferay capabilities, pure. We can see here that whenever a ticket is created, a ticket is an object, an action is triggered, and then it can send a notification. And one thing that's very important here is that while they are figuring out how to accomplish the use cases, as Marco said, it was very important, and it is. Our customers are very important to us, so we are hearing them. And then they are using a lot an expression that we have in our expression builder in Liferay object that cares about the old value of any field inside the object. And then they can check it against what was inside. So whenever the assignee of a ticket has been changed, they can decide the notification to be sent to the right new assignee of the ticket. And then they can leverage the notification center of Liferay to show the user the notifications about the tickets. This is how they are building the pages to show you only using widgets, fragments, and creating the pages, they can decide the fields that they are going to show depending on the role. Liferay objects is completely attached to the permissions, so you can literally define who is going to see what depending on the permissions that this person has. And they created a very clever and a very beautiful way of showing the assignee, showing the images, and again, all templating, all REST client object using the APIs of the object here. And they are using comments as well in the page. And they also created a way of having the ticket history in the page. So whenever a ticket is changed, whenever a ticket gets a new assignee, whenever a ticket status is changed, they are recording it in the page, all based on the template of Liferay. They can edit the tickets, they can assign it to other person, and it's all recorded in the ticket because it's important for them to get the ticket history there. And it's all low code. This entire application was created using Liferay out-of-the-box features. The final trip that I would like to take with you is back to where I came from. It's back to Brazil, Latin America. And it is São Paulo. The São Paulo City Hall has Liferay now. São Paulo is a very, very big urban economy in Latin America. It represents around 10% of the Brazilian GDP. And they decided they needed to create an application to handle the major agenda. And when they came up with these requirements, the developers start thinking ways of achieving this. It doesn't seem very complicated, but the developers are used to React. And also, this application, they needed a very specific styling of this. And they also had more than 200,000 old events that they need to import into Liferay. So they thought, okay, how to accomplish this? We need this. So they are leveraging batch APIs, and they are just handle it all using Liferay objects. And they created this is a custom element client extension just to handle what they need. And they have objects now running behind the scenes. And every event here in the calendar is an object entry that shows up here. And then, of course, the admins of the site, the content creator, people from the marketing team that works in the city hall, they can log in there, they can create a new event, they can obviously define a date, define a description, define a title, and then the event will show up here. And they can obviously edit, delete, and do whatever they want. And it all was managed using out-of-the-box capabilities to manage this out-of-the-box and this back-end part of this. What else about low code? Certainly here at Devcon, we're going to have a lot of low code and no code. We're going to see today more of real-world applications. We're going to see more of prox object framework. We're going to see more about building APIs without code and API builder. We are going to see how to move away from service builder using system objects. And tomorrow, we're going to see even how to streamline drone. You're going to see a drone flying here using it. We're going to see more practical use about it. And we are looking forward to hearing from you. Again, as Marco said, knowing your use cases is very important to us because we are going to know what you are doing. We are not going to, as Marco said, deprecate a lot of things. If you know what you're doing, if you know what you need us to do, we can hear from you, and we are hearing from you. We will be there in our networking pauses, during coffee breaks, during lunch. We would like to hear from you. We would like to know what you are developing. We would like to know what you are doing. It is very important for us, and we are looking forward to it. Thank you very much.